Have you ever experienced a door slamming shut in your face, only to later realize it was the best thing that could have happened to you? Today, we're diving deep into the art of turning rejection into opportunity, inspired by the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius. Imagine a world where every no doesn't bring you down, but pushes you forward. Rejection, a word often associated with pain, can actually become your stepping stone to greatness. It's not about tricking fate, but understanding that sometimes the universe's no is a hidden yes to something better. Feeling overlooked, ignored, or undervalued? It's time to flip the script. In this video, we'll unpack 14 powerful lessons that teach you to harness the power of rejection. These aren't just theoretical ideas, they're practical, real-world strategies you can apply in your daily life. But before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button and ring the notification bell to help this wisdom reach as many people as possible. Now, let's embark on this transformative journey together, ready to turn your rejections into your greatest victories. Lesson 1. Ignore them too. When life gives you the cold shoulder, don't shrink back, rise above it. Ignoring those who ignore you isn't petty, it's a powerful statement of your self-worth. Imagine someone deciding you're not worth their time. That's their loss, not yours. By choosing not to engage, you're saying, I am worth more. It's like turning a mirror toward them, reflecting their behavior back at them, and showing you're unaffected. Focus on your life, your goals, your happiness. Dive into activities that enrich you, whether it's reading, sports, learning a new skill, or enjoying the company of those who value you. This isn't about getting back at someone. It's about reclaiming your energy and investing it where it matters. Let their indifference bounce off your fortress of self-respect. You're not just surviving their rejection, you're thriving despite it. Remember, your value doesn't decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. Stay true to yourself and let your actions speak louder than their silence. Lesson 2. Don't react emotionally. Rejection can sting, making you want to react and let your emotions run wild. But here's a secret weapon from the Stoic playbook: calmness. When someone brushes you off, it's tempting to let frustration or sadness take over. Stoicism, a philosophy as relevant today as it was in ancient Greece, offers a different path. It suggests embracing a composed, thoughtful response. This isn't about suppressing your feelings, it's about not letting them control you. When you're ignored, instead of getting upset or seeking validation, take a step back. Ask yourself, why is this bothering me? Often, it's not the rejection itself, but our own insecurities that hurt us the most. Here's where we need to get practical. If you're being ignored, breathe. Reflect on why this moment isn't defining you. It's just that, a moment. Stoicism teaches us to focus on our actions and responses, not on others' behavior. So stay polite, stay kind. If you feel like reaching out, do so with genuine concern, not expectation. This approach isn't about being passive, it's about mastering your emotions. Recognize that your self-worth isn't tied to others' approval. Your power lies in how you respond, not in how others treat you. Adopting this mindset isn't easy, but it's transformative. When you master calmness in the face of rejection, you're not just handling a tough situation, you're growing. You're learning that your inner peace doesn't depend on external validation. It's a journey towards self-confidence where you learn to value yourself independently. By doing this, you show real strength and resilience. And guess what? That's incredibly attractive. People are drawn to those who are self-assured, those who don't crumble at the first sign of indifference. So by staying calm, you're not just coping, you're thriving. You're becoming someone who can face rejection and turn it into a stepping stone for personal growth. That's the Stoic way. Lesson 3. Remove them from your mind. When faced with rejection, harnessing the art of detachment becomes a powerful tool in your arsenal. This isn't about forgetting or pretending the rejection didn't sting. It's about channeling that experience into something transformative. Start by acknowledging the rejection. Feel its impact, but don't let it anchor your thoughts. Like a skilled sailor navigating rough seas, use the waves to steer you forward, not to capsize your boat. Transforming rejection requires a shift in perspective. Picture rejection not as a roadblock, but as a detour sign guiding you toward new paths and possibilities. Explore activities that enrich your spirit and broaden your horizons. Dive into a book that challenges your thinking, take up a sport that tests your limits, or volunteer in a community project that offers a fresh perspective. These aren't just distractions, they are stepping stones to self-discovery and growth. Every new experience carves out a part of you, making you more resilient and adaptable. Cultivate a circle of positivity. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. In their company, share your aspirations and listen to theirs. Such interactions create an environment where mutual growth thrives. Remember, rejection is not a reflection of your worth. It's an invitation to rediscover and reinvent yourself. As you navigate this journey, you'll find that what once seemed like a painful rejection was, in fact, a nudge toward a more fulfilling path. Before continuing, commend yourself for making it this far into the video. You've showed strength, so let's continue on to the end. Lesson 4. Demonstrate your value. Rejection stings, but it's also a litmus test for your resilience. Instead of wilting under its weight, view it as a chance to reveal your grit. Next time you're sidestepped in a meeting or overlooked for a promotion, take a breath. Instead of brewing a storm of self-pity or bitterness, channel that energy into constructive action. Work on a project that highlights your skills or offer to lead a new initiative. Your value isn't diminished by others' oversight. It's an opportunity to shine brighter, undeterred by the shadows of dismissal. Remember that old saying, when one door closes, another opens. That's not just idle chatter. It's a blueprint for action. Rejection isn't a reflection of your worth. It's a redirection to where you're needed more. If you're passed over for a role, maybe it's the universe nudging you towards something that aligns better with your talents and passions. Use this as a catalyst to reassess and realign. What are your core strengths? How can you pivot to make the most of them? It's about creating your success story, one where every setback is a setup for a comeback. This isn't about plastering a smile over disappointment. It's about embracing the full spectrum of emotions and then moving forward with grace. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our actions and reactions. When faced with rejection, practice empathy, both for yourself and others. Maybe that colleague who overlooked you is battling their own insecurities. Extend understanding, not as a weakness but as a testament to your strength. Grow from these experiences, reflect on them, learn, and then, like a phoenix, rise from the ashes of rejection, more formidable and wise than before. Rejection, therefore, isn't the end of your story. It's a twist in the plot, pushing you toward becoming the most authentic, resilient version of yourself. Face it head-on with the wisdom of the ages and the vitality of youth. And watch as it transforms from your biggest fear to your greatest ally in personal growth and success. Lesson 5. Cut off. Contact. Silence isn't just the absence of sound. It's a powerful tool in your emotional toolkit, especially when dealing with rejection. Imagine you've been ignored or turned down. Your instinct might scream to fix it, to reach out, to bridge that gap. But here's where you flip the script. Embrace silence. It's not about playing games. It's about regaining your power. When you choose not to react, not to bombard with messages or calls, you're taking a step back. This pause isn't just for them, it's for you to recalibrate, to remember that your worth isn't tied to someone's approval. This silence isn't passive, it's active and strategic. You're not just waiting, you're reflecting and growing. It's a time to refocus on your goals, your passions, your life. Think of it as a reset button, giving you clarity and strength. This period of no contact isn't cold or unkind. It's a boundary you set for your mental peace. It's saying, I respect myself too much to chase or beg. This mindset isn't just stoic, it's empowering. It speaks volumes about your self-worth and confidence. In a world where instant responses are expected, your silence can be intriguing, even attractive. It shows you're not easily shaken, that you have a life full of interests and priorities beyond this rejection. It's not about making them regret or come back crawling. It's about showing you're solid, centered, and not easily swayed by external validation. This approach doesn't guarantee a change in their behavior, but it ensures a change in yours, making you stronger, more centered, and ready to face whatever comes next with grace and poise. Lesson 6. Prove them wrong. The art of using rejection isn't simply about proving others wrong, but proving to yourself what you're truly capable of. It's about transforming no into your fuel for growth. Let's say someone doubts your abilities in a specific skill or task. Here's your chance to sharpen that skill, not for their approval, but to surpass your own expectations. This is about becoming the best version of yourself, fueled by intrinsic motivation and resilience. Take each doubt cast upon you as a personal challenge. Are they skeptical of your public speaking skills? Enroll in a speaking course, practice diligently, and turn that skepticism into applause. Were you overlooked for a leadership role? Use that as motivation to hone your leadership qualities, take initiative in projects, and be the kind of leader people can't help but notice. This isn't about revenge or validation, it's about growth. When you channel rejection into self-improvement, you create an upward spiral of progress. You're no longer tied down by others' opinions. You're free to chase excellence. Rejection becomes a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. It's about the long game. By continuously proving your capabilities to yourself, you build unshakable confidence and resilience. This approach aligns with the principles of Stoicism, focusing on what you can control, your efforts, your growth. The next time rejection comes your way, smile. It's not a defeat, it's a challenge accepted, a path to self-mastery. Prove them wrong, yes, but more importantly, prove yourself right. Show that your value and potential are not dictated by external validation, but by your unyielding commitment to growth and excellence. Lesson 7. Become indifferent. Mastering indifference is about finding balance, not disengagement. It's understanding that your worth isn't dependent on external validation. When ignored, instead of plunging into self-doubt, you rise above it. Imagine this scenario. You've put your heart into a project, but it goes unnoticed. The initial sting is natural, but the key lies in your response. Choose to see the bigger picture. Recognize that your effort isn't wasted just because it's unacknowledged. Each step you take is a brick in your wall of resilience. When you cultivate indifference, you're not numbing yourself. You're empowering yourself. You're saying, my value isn't dictated by your recognition. This mindset shift is liberating. It frees you from the constant cycle of seeking approval. Instead, you find validation within, in the quiet confidence that you're on the right path. Indifference here isn't coldness. It's a warm, inner assurance. It's about focusing on your journey, not on others' reactions. Picture yourself as a tree, deeply rooted and stable. Storms may come, branches may bend, but you remain grounded. Your worth is intrinsic, not swayed by the external winds of opinion. This practice of indifference nurtures a serene strength. It's about knowing that your peace and happiness are your own, not handed out by others' approval. By embracing this, you transform indifference into a powerful ally in your pursuit of a fulfilling, self-assured life. Lesson 8. Fake it until you make it. Embracing the fake it till you make it philosophy isn't about being disingenuous. It's about building confidence through action. When you face rejection, the sting can be harsh, but projecting confidence can help you navigate these waters more smoothly. Imagine you've been overlooked or dismissed. Instead of retreating into self-doubt, you step forward with a posture of assurance. This doesn't mean pretending the rejection didn't hurt. It means choosing to act with the confidence you aspire to have. Each step you take, each decision you make, radiates this borrowed confidence. Over time, this act of confidence becomes a habit, and habits shape reality. You're not just faking it, you're training your mind and body to respond with resilience. arrogance. This practice aligns closely with the Stoic principle of focusing on what you can control. You can't always control how others treat you, but you can control your reaction. By adopting a confident demeanor, you're telling yourself, "I am worthy, I am capable." This isn't about arrogance or denial. It's about self-empowerment. You're actively choosing to build a mindset of strength and positivity. Picture a scenario where you're applying for jobs. Each rejection letter is a stepping stone. Instead of seeing it as a setback, you treat each interview as a new opportunity to showcase your skills. Your confidence, whether fully felt or partly faked at first, becomes a magnet for positive outcomes. This approach isn't just about surviving rejection, it's about thriving despite it. As you continue this practice, you'll notice a shift. The confidence you once faked starts to become genuine. You're not just acting strong, you are strong. Rejection loses its power to diminish you. Instead, it becomes a catalyst for personal growth and genuine self-assurance. Embrace the fake it till you make it mindset and watch as you transform setbacks into powerful comebacks. Lesson 9. Ask why. The power of questioning rejection lies in its ability to transform setbacks into learning experiences. Imagine you've been turned down for a job or project. Instead of dwelling on the negative, channel your inner detective. Reach out politely and ask for feedback. "I appreciate the opportunity to interview. Could you provide insights into areas I could improve?" This approach isn't just about seeking validation, it's about gaining valuable insights. Constructive feedback is a goldmine for personal growth. It helps you identify blind spots and areas for improvement. Embrace this feedback with a growth mindset. See it as a roadmap, guiding you to refine your skills and strategies. Each piece of feedback is a stepping stone, helping you climb higher. This process aligns with Stoic principles, focusing on self-improvement and control over your reactions. By asking why, you're not only addressing immediate shortcomings, but also building a foundation for future success. It's about transforming rejection into a proactive learning experience. This approach isn't easy. It requires humility and resilience. But each time you ask why, you're taking control of your narrative. You're actively seeking ways to grow and improve. This mindset shift is empowering. You're not just a passive recipient of rejection, you're an active participant in your development. This proactive stance changes your relationship with rejection. It becomes less about failure and more about feedback. Each rejection is an opportunity to refine and enhance your skills. Over time, this practice builds a resilient, adaptive mindset. You become more attuned to areas of improvement and more equipped to tackle future challenges. Embrace the power of asking why and turn each rejection into a catalyst for continuous growth and self-improvement. Lesson 10. Don't hold grudges. Releasing grudges isn't about letting others off the hook. It's about freeing yourself from the chains of negativity. Imagine someone has wronged you or dismissed your efforts. Holding on to that resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. Instead, choose to let go. This isn't about forgetting or condoning their actions. It's about reclaiming your peace. Grudges are heavy burdens. They consume mental and emotional energy that could be better spent elsewhere. When you let go of a grudge, you're not just freeing them, you're liberating yourself. Picture this: a colleague undermines you at work. The initial reaction might be anger and a desire for retribution, but holding on to that anger only prolongs your suffering. Instead, focus on your growth. Channel that energy into your work, your passions, your goals. This doesn't mean you become a doormat. Set boundaries. Address issues assertively, but don't let resentment fester. This practice aligns with Stoic principles of focusing on what you can control, your responses, your growth. By releasing grudges, you create space for positivity and progress. Your mind becomes clearer, your heart lighter. This isn't just about emotional health, it's about overall well-being. Holding on to grudges can affect your physical health too, increasing stress and affecting sleep. Letting go is a holistic act of self-care. It's about choosing peace over conflict, growth over stagnation. This approach transforms your mindset. You become more resilient, more focused on your path, and less swayed by others' actions. Releasing grudges is a powerful act of self-love. It's a commitment to your peace and happiness. Embrace this practice and watch as your life transforms, becoming more serene, more focused, and ultimately more fulfilling. Lesson 11. Develop a skill. The power of self-improvement lies in its ability to turn rejection into a launchpad for growth. Imagine you've faced a setback, like a job rejection or a failed project. Instead of dwelling on the negative, channel your energy into developing a new skill. This isn't just about distraction, it's about transformation. Every new skill you acquire is a step toward a more resilient, capable version of yourself. Think about areas where you've been overlooked. Is it due to a lack of technical expertise? Dive into a course on coding or data analysis. Is it because of weak presentation skills? Join a public speaking group or take online communication classes. This approach aligns with Stoic principles, focusing on what you can control, which is your effort and growth. By developing a new skill, you're not just filling time, you're investing in your future. Each skill you acquire enhances your value and opens new doors. It's about building a robust toolkit that makes you more adaptable and resilient in the face of future challenges. This proactive stance transforms rejection into a powerful motivator for self-improvement. It shifts your focus from what you've lost to what you can gain. This isn't just about career skills. Personal development, like learning a new language, picking up a musical instrument, or improving physical fitness, also contributes to your overall resilience and well-being. These activities boost your confidence and provide a sense of achievement, making you less susceptible to the sting of rejection. Each new skill adds a layer of strength and versatility to your character. Embrace this journey of continuous improvement. Turn every rejection into a trigger for growth, a call to action. By constantly evolving and expanding your skill set, you become a formidable, resilient force, ready to face whatever challenges come your way. This approach not only transforms how you handle rejection, but also enriches your life with continuous learning and growth. Lesson 12. Reframe rejection. Reframing rejection is about transforming your perspective, turning what feels like a setback into an opportunity. Imagine you've been turned down for a job or a social invite. The initial sting is natural, but how you interpret it makes all the difference. Instead of seeing it as a personal failure, view it as a redirection. Maybe that job wasn't the right fit for you, and this rejection is steering you toward a better opportunity. This mindset shift aligns with Stoic principles, focusing on your perception and reaction rather than the event itself. Picture rejection as a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. Each rejection is a lesson, a chance to refine your approach and strategy. This isn't just about positive thinking, it's about realistic optimism. By reframing rejection, you're acknowledging the pain, but choosing to see the growth potential within it. This approach transforms rejection from a source of self-doubt into a catalyst for self-improvement. Imagine a relationship that didn't work out. Instead of dwelling on the loss, reflect on what you learned about yourself, your needs, and your boundaries. Each rejection becomes a mirror, reflecting areas for growth and areas of strength. This practice builds resilience. It's about bouncing back stronger, with more clarity and determination. Reframing isn't denial. It's a conscious choice to see the bigger picture. It's about finding the silver lining, the hidden opportunity within every no. This mindset not only helps you cope with rejection, but also empowers you to use it as a tool for personal and professional growth. Embrace this practice of reframing. Turn each rejection into a valuable lesson, a stepping stone toward a stronger, wiser version of yourself. By shifting your perspective, you transform rejection into a powerful ally in your journey toward resilience and success. Lesson 13. Use the time wisely. Utilizing the time after rejection wisely is about transforming downtime into productive periods of growth and reflection. Imagine you've faced a setback, like being passed over for a promotion or a relationship ending. Instead of succumbing to frustration or self-pity, see this as an opportunity to invest in yourself. This approach aligns with the Stoic principle of focusing on what you can control, your actions and your time. Picture this scenario. After a job rejection, instead of ruminating, you decide to enroll in a professional development course. This proactive step not only enhances your skills, but also shifts your focus from what went wrong to what you can improve. It's about turning a negative into a positive. This time isn't just for skill building, it's also for self-reflection and self-care. Maybe you use this period to delve into hobbies that rejuvenate you or to improve your physical health through exercise. Each of these activities contributes to a more resilient and balanced you. This isn't about distraction, it's about meaningful engagement. By wisely using your time, you're building a foundation for future success. This practice also includes networking. Reach out to mentors, join professional groups, or attend industry events. Each connection made is a step toward new opportunities. It's about staying active and engaged, even when faced with rejection. This proactive stance transforms downtime into a period of growth and preparation. You're not just waiting for the next opportunity, you're creating it. Embrace this approach. Use the time after rejection to build, to learn, to connect. By doing so, you transform a period of setback into a powerful phase of growth and preparation, setting the stage for future success and resilience. Lesson 14. Get creative. Turning to creativity after rejection is about channeling your emotions into something productive and beautiful. Imagine you've faced a setback, such as being turned down for a project or a personal disappointment. Instead of letting the rejection fester, pour your feelings into a creative outlet. This aligns with Stoic principles of transforming challenges into opportunities. Picture this. After a rejection, you pick up a pen and start writing, or you grab a brush and begin painting. This act of creation isn't just a distraction, it's a transformation. You're taking the raw material of your emotions and shaping them into something new and meaningful. This process can be deeply therapeutic. It's about expressing what words sometimes can't capture, allowing you to process your feelings in a constructive way. Creativity becomes a bridge, helping you move from a place of pain to a place of growth. This practice isn't limited to traditional arts. Cooking, gardening, coding, even rearranging your space can be creative acts. The key is to engage in something that absorbs your focus and brings you joy. This creative engagement shifts your perspective. It transforms rejection from a source of pain into a catalyst for creation. You're no longer a passive recipient of rejection. You're an active creator, shaping your response and your environment. This approach builds resilience and fosters a sense of accomplishment. You're not just coping with rejection, you're using it as a springboard for creativity and growth. Embrace this practice. When faced with rejection, turn to your creative outlets. By doing so, you transform setbacks into opportunities for self-expression and healing, paving the way for personal and emotional growth. We've navigated the twists and turns of reverse psychology together, uncovering 14 powerful lessons on turning rejection into a tool for success. Remember, each no is a stepping stone to resilience and a lesson in Stoicism, teaching us to harness our inner strength. I challenge you to incorporate these insights into your daily life. See rejection not as a setback, but as a catalyst for growth and self-discovery. I'm excited to hear about your triumphs, so hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and leave a comment below. Share your journey, your victories, and even your struggles. If you're at a loss for words, just type "strength in adversity" to show you've completed our session. Your engagement drives this community, leading us toward wisdom, understanding, and the art of turning every challenge into an opportunity. Here's to mastering the art of Stoic resilience together. Stay Stoic.